very well, too.
Mobile quarterbacks. Remember, for the longest time, they used to tell the quarterbacks, stay in the pocket. We don't want you outside of it at all. Nowadays, that mobility, truly an asset, and people are game planning for it. As a scout told me recently, we are actually working with what the colleges are giving us nowadays.
It's the team of the 80s versus the team of the 90s. The Niners, the Cowboys, they're underway. This will be fielded at the 8th. And not a bad return here. He gets it out. Out to the 25-yard line.
Let's go. 25-yard line.
Let's go now. 18 Gator. Strip that ball.
They'll run on first down. Peyton. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at second down. On second down, Peyton. He'll have a first down past the 40. A big hitter. That one goes for 40 yards.
This is a little bit like baseball here. Strong up the middle. Both sides want to be that. In this case, the offense ended up winning the ultimate battle.
And those big runs between the tackles, that's a little deflating for a defense, isn't it?
It really is, because that's where your strength's supposed to be. You're supposed to be in a spot where they can't make that yardage there. You're supposed to send them outside. Not in this case.
Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. Opening minute, and already a trip to the red zone. It's 1st and 10 at the 14. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. 14 yards. And the 49ers drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. Extra point by Stenerud, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Following the touchdown, here's Stenerud to kick it away. This will be taken short. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Let's go.
First down 10 at their own 19-yard line.
They go play action now. Jackson. And a big loss here as he's taken down. In for the sack, Myles Garrett.
Didn't have the greatest field position to start, did they? And now, after this sack, it's way, way worse.
And right off the bat, first play of the game. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long.
Check. It's free. Check 99. Back.
They'll try the left side. Peyton. And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 15. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down. On third down, Peyton. He's got a first down and more past the 30. A big play here for Dallas. 43 yards on the ground. Couple of nice carries back-to-back here, establishing the ground game a bit.
Yeah, these aren't bare-bones runs now. I mean, they're getting substantial yardage, the kind of yards you're looking for, right? Let's go ahead and use a cliche. Stay ahead of the change, right? Five or more yards each time, that's what you're looking for in setting a tone and getting your offensive line going.
Good sign on the opening drive. The first carry for the legend, it's Bo Jackson. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. The defense showing some anger after giving up the big play. This time they'll lose one or two. On second down now, Peyton. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And this is going to be 49er football. We figured they'd come out with intensity and aggressiveness on the defensive side of the ball, and they have an early turnover to show for it.
They lived up to their reputation. That's who they are. They want to attack on every play, even though they're playing defense. And you're exactly right. Force the early turnover, and now they'll try to attack again and again throughout the game.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. On second and 11 now. Jackson sliding out of the pocket, and that is incomplete.
So it looked like maybe his third or his fourth read on his progression. Just trying to find his outlet man that time. Ends up leading him just a bit too much.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Throwing is Jackson. And a diving grab. I think he got that, yes. Right about 20 yards on the pickup. Well, officially, they'll say it's going to go for 19. On first down, Jackson bursts by him near the 35. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a second and 1.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
And he struggles to get a yard here, maybe a yard, down to the 31. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Jackson looking to throw on third. Escaping the pressure right. Complete to Jones. Touchdown, 49ers. Julio Jones. 31 yards. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. So the quarterback drops to throw, looks over, and boom, a guy that wide open, he has to be thinking, wait a minute, this is some kind of a dream. This is too easy.
Yeah, a great dream. One you don't want to wake up from. But for the defense, almost feels like there was a bust in coverage.
This will be taken very short. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything, at least 3 points points get that 0 off the board. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. 22 yards there, a first down. They'll throw on first down with Jackson. Completes it to Benjamin. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Cowboy first down. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. They'll run on first down. Peyton. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
That was a good run, and it got to the second level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle, and oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
Hey, watch the ball, watch the ball. Watch the ship, watch the ship.
They'll run now with Okoye. And trying to push forward, but he is going to be stuffed up in the backfield. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Now it's Jackson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on 4th down and 9. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report. Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. Jason Garrett might be wanting to reconsider the decision to go for it there. And the 49ers are going to get the football back.
Tighten up, tighten up.
They'll start here with Jackson. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Jackson. It's caught by Jackson. No yardage to speak of whatsoever. Leads to a 3rd down. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. Here's Jackson to throw. Steps away to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket.
Kill. Turn up. Turn up. He's coming.
They'll indeed go for it with Jackson. Flushed out right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Brian Burns and Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll run with a big man, Bo Jackson. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11. They'll try the left side. Peyton. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down.
Sean Taylor on the tackle.
On third down, Peyton. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Now the Niners going to signal for their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Well, they'll say no to the 46-yard field goal try. They're going to go for it.
Watch the safety creep. Under crunch.
They'll try and run for it. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. Wow, first and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. A first opportunity in the red zone for the Cowboys. They've got a first and goal to go at the 7. And now Jackson will look to throw it. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. Julio Jones there to make the grab as they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point by Stenerud, up and good. And that'll make our score 14-7. Following the touchdown, here's Stenerud to kick it away. This will be fielded at the 6. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. 30. And finally, he is out of bounds, but not before taking it down near the 15. A big play there just before halftime. 63 yards. Final play of the half here. It's Jackson. Flush to his right. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. And how about this one out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. And the Cowboys are able to recover. A gutsy call there. You exit the locker room with a lead. Tried the onside kick. It didn't work.
And you just wonder what the gain was there. They were already in the lead. They were in control of the game. They may have given momentum now to their opponent and maybe kick-started things going in the opposite direction.
Check it out, please. Check.
On first down, Peyton. And he's got some space here. 20. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. It's a gain of 35. You know, I have a pretty good friend, Charles Davis, who tells me that when he sees plays like that, strong runs to the right, reminds him of the 1960s Green Bay Packers.
Boy, those were the days back when the fullback actually carried the ball as well as blocked. Then you had a halfback. You had pulling guards, guys who could get out and run. And you can hear the great coach saying it back then. So we get a seal here and a seal here, and we run this play right in the alley.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Second and 5 at the 6-yard line.
The first down run got 5. Here's second and 5.
Check 26, check 26. Check safety, check safety.
Now a give, right side. Peyton. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. And now the 49ers signal for a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. They'll keep it on the ground. Peyton. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. It's a pickup of 3, but it brings up what will be an interesting 4th and 1. So the snap will come from the 3, but remember, they don't need the touchdown. They can get the first down if they get a yard, and the ball gets to... And he will take it in for a Cowboy score. A 3-yard touchdown run, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. And he was excellent on that drive. He deserved to be the one to get across the chalk.
Oh, I agree with you totally. A workhorse on the drive, and how about that last decisive run to punch it in?
Extra point by Stenerud, up and good. And we are tied at 14. So all square here in this third quarter as the kick's away. This one taken just inside the 10. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You're probably prepared for maybe...
And nothing but daylight ahead. The 30, 10, touchdown, 49ers. Walter Payton, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the 49ers have now taken the lead. He's given him a little jolt, just gave him the lead there, but 2 TDs now in the game.
And that jolt puts them in the lead. What a terrific job by him. He is carrying the ball and simply saying, I want to win.
And now he's hoping his defense has that mentality as they try to hang on to that lead. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an outside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down. They'll keep it on the ground. Peyton, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that's going to bring up a third down. They'll run here with Bo. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Cowboy first down.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
You can just kind of sense the momentum turning here. It's 1st and 10.
Check.
On the ground, this is Jackson. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. On second down, it's Jackson. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28.
I think there's one element that just keeps increasing on defense in the NFL, and that's speed. They want it at every position, and we just saw there some linebackers who can go sideline to sideline, run past that trash, go past people, and make tackles near the sidelines.
And not only near the sideline, but also in the back. And now off to the races, down the right side. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Walter Payton with his second touchdown of the afternoon, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Extra point by Stenerud, up and good. And we are tied at 21. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. This one taken from the 7. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking...
And he's going to lose yardage here, as they will switch ends as time has run out on this third quarter of play. Back now here in Santa Clara. All even as we get ready to start the fourth. After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's second and a country mile. Here's Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to let this go deep for Jake. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, 49ers. A great effort there. 68 yards. And they are able to break the tie and move out in front here in this fourth quarter. Extra point by Stenerud, up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead. Following the touchdown, here's Stenerud to kick it away. This will be taken short. And he will be marked down right there at the 20-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. From the 25 on second down, Jackson caught by Jones. 11 yards and a Cowboy first down.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for second down.
Ready? Check that. What Mike 52 right here.
Throwing on second and 14. Jackson. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight. Unable to find anyone open.
Jackson looking deep for Julio. It's caught inside the 25. And he gets it down deep into San Francisco territory. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. They'll run on first down. Payton, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Different story this time around. We had that huge gain followed by a sizable loss here. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. They'll keep it on the ground. Peyton, and able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. Call it a gain of 6 on the play. That'll bring up 3rd and 8.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure.
And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Here we go, D. All day, defense, all day.
They'll begin the drive with Jackson on the ground. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Check 4, check 4. Check, 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 check 43.
From the 22, Jackson escaping the pressure right. Now he's going to throw it deep to the other. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. He was looking for a Nunwa there. He violated a big-time no-no in throwing that pick. Rolling right, throwing across his body.
And you know that your dad taught you that in the backyard when you were a tyke.
Yep.
Don't do it. The problem, every now and then you get away with it. This time, not the case.
It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
Not in a position where they absolutely have to rush right now, but they definitely have to pick up the tempo a bit.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. He'll look to throw. Buying time to his left. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. There he goes, right side.
Missed.
It will not go down. And he is not quite going to make it all the way in. They'll mark him down right about the 1-yard line. And they were hoping to get down there, get the score, and get this thing into overtime. How deflating.
Absolutely. I mean, let's face it, heartbreaking. They had an opportunity, had a chance, and probably were feeling pretty good about what was going on, and that was taken away from them by their own mistake.
Yep, the opportunity squashed.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 2-yard line.
Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal.
Pick it up.
Defense still with 3 timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them here as the kneel down comes. Well, they've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? And the play clock is going to run out here. They're in no hurry to get a play off. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. How crucial will those 5 yards be? We'll see as they come up again here, 3rd and goal. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. So the victory here for San Francisco. And they will...